Hello and welcome. And yes, you're absolutely right. This is a brand new game. Start of a new series, probably, here on Ajaxpost Plays. Thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you enjoy this. And obviously, if you like what you see, just click on the thumbs up and comment and stuff. You know, we'll say all this again at the end of the video. But why have you... Oh, there you are. Oh, it fades out the menu. That's kind of cool. This is another early access game, another brick in the mall, or mall, however you might want to pronounce it, and I'm sure I'll change my mind several times. It's early access. It was released about 2.5 years ago now, I think, into early access. Developers are still pushing on with it, though. There's still lots of updates coming through. I'm not sure if I've heard of a release date, official release date, when they actually will sign the game off as finished. I don't know yet, but it certainly looks rather playable and hopefully quite a bit of fun too. It was in sale recently over the last weekend, which is why I bought it, because you know me, I have this thing about buying games full price. It's not something I like to do, so here we are. Yep, it looks like could be very good value. Let's have a look, see what we've got though to start with. We've got lots of options about how our game looks and plays. We can play windowed mode, full screen mode, various resolutions, quality of the graphics and stuff. There's lots of sound options as well. They even have flushing of toilets and car door volumes. Yeah, there is no soundtrack to speak of from what I've been able to determine, but there's lots of ambient sound. I think that's what they call it, isn't it? The sound of the things happening in the game. That's all fine. I think those settings should be alright for us. The game settings, I like this, notifications. So you always get told, and we'll see that as we go through, when things happen that you might want to pay attention to. So I'll keep all those on because I've only just basically played through the tutorial and a little bit more. So I spent just over an hour or so in the game. So I have some idea of how it works in terms of the buttons and selecting things and stuff. But in terms of the actual... how to create a good working mall or mall or shopping centre. That's what we call it in the real world, a shopping centre. There's actually more than a shopping centre, as we will see. Getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I have no idea what flushed pathfinding means, but this obviously I think is all... Some of this is to do with the game working in early access as they're developing and improving on it. No idea what time-lapse is, and I don't have a Twitch channel. Is that sad? I'm not sure. So yeah, lots of things we can select there. I'm going to leave all that as default. Languages and stuff, I'm not going to load my save game because that's a bit pants really. So let's go ahead into a new one. And as you can see here, we've got a whole variety of choices we can make. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. Actually, I have a feeling sandbox... The defaults for Sandbox, looking at it now, are pretty much the same as the standard game. There is a very short tutorial which just basically guides you through the key members of staff you need for your buildings, for your mall. I'm going to have to call it mall, aren't I? I'm sure it's more than that. So these are sort of, it takes you through that, but not in terms of how the best way to succeed in the game. That's for you to work out for yourself, of course. We could change all these at sandbox mode if we wanted to. I'm going to leave it on standard. They're playing with scenarios. I've not tried any of these. That could be nice if you want a specific challenge to test your mettle against the game. Then you can do that. But from what I've seen, the game can be quite challenging in its own right. Certainly once you get more than 2 shelves up in your shop, for example. Okay, the other thing is it's got proper integration with the Steam Workshop for mods. I'm not going to play with any mods to start with. It includes things like different floor patterns, different products you can sell, various other bits and pieces, which are very nice. And they just add flavour to the game, which is what most good mods should do. Add that flavour, make it feel more fun and engaging. But we're not going to have any mods. We're going to start with a basic sandbox game. Let's go. Oh, and here we are. Let's pause this. So what we have here at the moment, we have a bit of road with a car park and a maintenance office where I have in fact 3 employees. Oh, for some reason I only thought I had 2. Oh, okay. Now this is the amount of land I have got to build on. I don't have to build on it, but there's the amount of space I have into which I can build. We've only got 1 entrance at the moment. I don't know if we can connect these others. We might need... Yeah, we need to do some research. So there's all sorts of funky stuff here. If we look at research, seeing as I mentioned it, that's quite a big tree of stuff you can research to improve your mall, your shopping centre, your... I'm going to find a word. I don't like to use the word mall. I'm sorry, I don't. It's kind of more from... I don't know. The thing is, in the UK, we're used to shopping centres, which was a centre with shops, you know. And mall came over from the Americas as the replacement for that. So very few people in the UK use the term shopping centre anymore, as far as I can tell. I might be entirely wrong, but that's my sense. So I'm kind of thinking mall is basically just a fancy American word for shopping centre. But it might actually be more than that. So if you're a proper American and you know what a mall is, by all means, please let me know in the comments below. Because in this game, we can build things like restaurants, cinemas, or movie theatres, as some people might call them, bowling alleys, restaurants, the whole kit and caboodle of leisure activities in and around shopping, obviously being the main thrust of that. Anyway, I'm not doing anything, am I? One of the things I think, from what little I've done research on, it's best not to build your shopping centre straight off this main road, because that will then mean the main road gets clogged with traffic. So what we want to do, I think, is build a road in here somewhere around which we can build a shopping centre, or build roads around the shopping centre, the mall, and put that in the middle. That could be one way of doing it, couldn't it? So let's do that. Let's build. We're going to build some road. I don't really know what I'm doing here. And that will probably become, you cannot build 2 by... right. Oh, yeah, so it is single lane traffic. I don't know if the research gives you dual carriageways and stuff, or highways, to improve traffic. Roundabouts, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? So let's build that. No, don't build. I'm dragging. That's the trouble. There we go. If we do that there, right, we'll set the builders to build, and then we will build down here, I think, and then we'll have... Yeah, we'll leave it like that, I think, for the moment. So there we have our single builder. Well, you can hear the birds in the trees. We'll get to him building that, speed up a little bit. And then we'll need to plan out where we want to put our mall. Now, unlike Sim Airport, this doesn't appear to have a planning mode. You just build things and plonk them down. And I've kind of got used to the planning mode in Sim Airport. So I'm not sure how I'm going to cope with this, having to having to think things through myself and then drop them into the game. Yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll have... I can't make decisions. That you may be familiar with that. So if we put... yeah, let's build... actually, how big's the car park? Customer parking. Oh, that's handy. I just dropped that little bit of foundation there. That's a nice handy marker system, actually, isn't it? We could have we could have car parking along there as well. Okay, let's build this foundation out, shall we? So we're going to build it, let's say 20 by 12. That seems a bit big. I'm not quite sure. My budget up here my bank balance is 189,000. Right, so let's do some car parking. So we'll put customer parking along there, also along here. We'll put a bit more road actually. I think along here. No, it needs to go down one, I think. Down there. Okay. So what we can do there is put our staff parking. We do want... Oh, I can't build on something. I can't... You have to build road before you can put car parking on it. Oh look, there's my second builder turned up. That's cool. Now, I think one very interesting thing here is how cheap stuff is. Well, it seems cheap compared to Sim Airport, where everything is just extraordinarily expensive. Right, so we've got that, our building. Let's just take that speed down a bit. I want to put a wall in here for storage purposes. Actually, if we put storage up here, I think that'll be enough. Okay, now we're going to need doors for people to get in. Excuse me. There. The staff door. Yeah, for the stock room. We'll need a staff door in there as well, so that people can take stuff out of the stock room into the shop itself. Okay, and we're going to want oh yeah, these are all the goodies I can sell. The categories of stuff I can sell. So the shelf, I think, oh, let's pause this for a second. If we look down here, we've got objectives. The thing is, this is quite nice. As you achieve certain objectives, you get rewards. Like if I open the new business, I get 10 grand, which is a nice, nice little fillip to the bank account. And also here, you get some idea of what people want. So people want a grocery store. They also want a liquor store. I don't think I've got licenses. I need to research liquor. And likewise restaurants. I'm not sure I can open one of those yet. The other thing here, just while I'm on sort of guidance in terms of what sells, we've got the calendar up here, which is kind of nice. Upcoming events. So you can see here, they've got things like going back to school, autumn, you've got Halloween and stuff, I imagine, other stuff going on here. So you can see, you can target your shop or shops to meet the demand that's coming up. School supplies, I'm not sure, that's 5 days. 4 days and 3 hours it says there, doesn't it, if you read it properly, which I sometimes do. Okay, so what we've got, what I want to do, yeah, if we, our stock room's up there, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I'm not sure that's the best place for it, actually, thinking about it. Can I delete? Oh, yes, you can. Just right click to delete the if I put that door on that side, then what I'm thinking is I can put the loading bay here. Why is it not? Oh, it is. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sure what I've selected to put there before. I did that before, didn't I? Are they building stuff still? They are. Right, what I want is a loading zone there, I think. That's it. And staff parking can go there. We might, in fact, have another piece of road going down here. That's good. And then I'll put the garbage collection there. So we'll put customer parking along here. That should be plenty to go on with. Right, I'm not sure the double doors aren't in yet. So what we want in our shop, how are we going to arrange this? I think we'll arrange this way. 3 of those there. 1, 2, 3. That's another 3. That puts some ordinary shelves for other stuff along there. See how that goes. We will need some checkouts. Self-checkout. That's kind of expensive. Oh, well, it's locked, so I can't use that anyway. Right, so we will, yeah, we'll have checkout there, checkout there. Just put the 2 in for the moment. What we also want as well, because people can be messy, let's place this object indoors. Oh, you can't place it on a wall. No, that makes sense. So that goes there. That's a trash can. What else do I want? Well, the other thing we want here, we need some more foundations. What we'll do, where can we put this? We'll put this over here, I think. Nine by 9, does that work? Possibly. Put that over. That will be our office. Okay, now we need to assign what these rooms are, these buildings. So that will be my store. Okay, that's good. Oh, you see that the loading zone, staff parking. Right, what we'll do, we will rush this on a little bit. And we'll come back when we've finished all this building. Okay, so we've more or less got everything finished. There's a little bit more of the office to fill up. The office here is where your staff research stuff. I've made it a bit big, I think, but you don't know. I've never played beyond a few days in the game so far, so being bigger might be good. So we have got our stores there. We need to assign manage. That's what I want. Manage the store. We need to link it to storage. That's it. So what will happen is that goods will arrive in the loading bay here, and we will have a store clerk who will then take the stored goods out of storage here into this store. So what we need to do actually is just decide what we're going to sell. So on this shelf, it's a food shelf. Actually, these 3 going down can be beverages. That's nice and simple. We need to make sure that I can control my mouse. That's juices. That's good. Food. Try and keep these in some sort of sense organised, I think. So candies, snacks and cookies, they would seem to go together. Here we'll take breakfast cereal, sliced bread and coffee and tea. Could do with more grocery stuff actually, but we can expand to add that. I'm just looking at this, what I've done so far, and it looks like I've constrained this store, 'cause this store will want to get bigger. And I've got this bit of road in here, which might get in the way. Was that a good idea? I can always get rid of that bit of road actually, can't I? Yeah, this is it. I dare say I'm going to, like in every other game I've played, redo everything I've just planned for here. So these are the ordinary shelves, not food shelves. So what should we... Oh, we've got school coming up soon, haven't we? So let's put, in a few days, school supplies, backpacks, and sports balls. That might be handy. So we've got our checkouts there. Right, so we've now got basically our buildings in position. So what we need to do is, for the store, we want to hire staff. So we're going to hire 2 cashiers. They are randomized here in terms of their talents and capabilities. So okay, so this person, these 2 here are quite good as cashiers, though they're not as fast as this person. Oh, I hadn't noticed this before when I was sort of playing with the game. I only looked at these top 3, you see. I didn't notice these were job roles. So it's the same bunch of people. Unlock and buy new road access to have more job applicants. So you only get 3 at a time, I think. Ooh, right. So you are ideally suited as a builder. I don't want you as a builder. You're none of these is terribly good as a stock clerk, not store clerk. Okay, well we'll put you then in, you 2. I employed you as a stock clerk. I didn't mean to do that. I wasn't watching what I was doing. Wiley Martinez. You can be a cashier. I want to hire another cashier. Actually, you're better as a stock clerk. Anybody else good as a cashier? Oh, you're not bad as a cashier. I'll hire you. So we've got these people here. These are people manning my store. And our store opening hours, I think that's 9 till 6 or 5. Let's go to shift planning. Does that tell me? Opening hours 9, closing hours 1700. That's 5 o'clock. Yeah. So I need to determine when my staff start work and for how long they work. So my stock clerk, I'd like to get the stock clerk in earlier so he can get the shelves stocked before everyone comes in. But he doesn't need to work to the end of the day. That's fine. Cashiers, if we have them both coming in at the same time, that should be okay, I think. What I could... Actually, if we open up till 6, then I can move you till the later shift. That's good, I think. We'll see how that goes, see what the demand is. Okay, so we've got people working for the shop. I need to hire a janitor for maintenance, to keep the place clean, otherwise you get rats and other... you're our best janitor. Okay. You can work the full shift hours for the shop, and in the office we'll hire 2 workers to get research done. Office work. You're moderately good. You're a bit better. Be nice to have a broader selection of applicants, wouldn't it? Right, research is going to be key, I think, to moving the shop forward. So I want these people to work 9 hours. That's fine. So they'll come in at 9. No, actually, they'll start at 8, like the stock clerk does. Okay, and I think I've got everyone I need employed. So let's get the... Right, I've opened. In other words, I've got people working. So these are my new objectives. 10 different types of products, profit, and total sales. Now you can see there's the loading. What I need is a garbage zone. build. Garbage pickup. We'll put you... Where should we put the garbage? We'll put you there, I think. So it's no point having a trash can or rubbish bin if they can't empty it anywhere for disposal off-site. Right, my builders have got quite some way to walk to get to work. I'm not sure that's going to be a big deal, to be honest. I think I'm okay with that. Right, let's move them a bit faster. Right, now we are in the middle of the day here, so we're not going to get any people coming into work. So I'm going to lose a lot of money today. Oh, I need research. Oh, cold... Yeah, that's more grocery stuff. I want to do that, so we'll do that. So that will take 24 man-hours. So you could work out how long it would take your staff to do that. Okay. Right, so what I'll do, I'll roll this forward and we'll come back tomorrow morning when the shop store opens. Okay, so here we are. Morning. Weather effects. You can see rain. And I have a feeling it also shows up snow as well, or cold weather. So the day's just started. It's just gone 8. Our stock clerk has been busy now for a little while, and he's moving stuff out of the storeroom onto the shelves. We've got a cashier here waiting, starting work before the rush comes. I might need more staff parking, but I'll worry about that later. They can always park in these other spaces. And here we are. People buying stuff. So that's my cashier. There you are. And you're a customer. Looking for bottled water. Queuing. I think you found it. I don't know. Whoops. How do you get rid of that? You get rid of it when you lose. Yeah, I think there are still a few boxes that don't work as nicely as you might expect. Like I wasn't sure how to get. There might actually. I say I'm brand new to the game. There might be. Yes, I've earned $10,000 by selling 10 different types of products, which is really nice. If we slow this down a little bit, not that far. That's paused. You can actually see the inventory. We sold 18 coffees and tea. Sold 2 of those. 2 of those. So you can see what your inventory is on each shelf. So your stock clerk is keeping busy. Oh, it tells you. Oh, fat. Yeah, that's quite good. Yeah, there's a kind of long-winded way of getting rid of the dialogue boxes, but there you are. So that's the one we've done. There's also a checklist here of how well you're doing on your other main objectives. Research. There's my people in the office looking at their screens honest. There's rather nice, these are nice cute sort of personable people, aren't they, here? Which is something some games have a real issue with. I know there's a great controversy amongst the sim airport community about what sort of passenger sprites they like to see. I joined the game quite just recently where they had the second generation sprites which had legs and everything and sort of moved, and a lot of people were unhappy with that. They preferred the earlier more simplified passenger sprites, which I think were a bit more like this, but I'm probably wrong, to be honest, on that. But they're nice, they work. One thing you'll also notice, and I'm sure it will happen at some point, is that if people wait in queues too long or can't find what they're looking for, their face will glow red with rage. So you can get some sense of, immediate sense of how happy your customers are. How much money are we making? We're making, that's gross profit. That's looking quite good, but I dare say there's all sorts of other costs to take out of that for our net daily profit to be different. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. This is a very, very quick, short, get the store set up and working. And in the next episode, we'll expand it and try and move on to actually creating a real grocery store where it needs to be more than 50% of the stuff here. Is that not a grocery store? Manage. So, main. Yeah, it doesn't say it's a grocery store. I think it says here when a store becomes more specialised. And the beauty of having a specialised store, from what I can make out, is you can actually then get better grade products for sale. As your store specialises more in a particular type of product range, then it gets fancier and hopefully more profitable products to sell, higher grade products, as it were. So that's quite nice. Anyway, that's it. A very quick, short introduction to this brand new series for another brick in the mall. Cute title, by the way. And if you enjoy this, give us a like. It'd be very much appreciated. But even better, if you would like to see more of this, much more of this, you know how long-winded some of my Let's Plays can be, drop a note into the comments box below with any ideas, thoughts, suggestions, or even criticisms, whatever you feel like saying. It'd be great to hear from you. And of course, if you've not done so already, why not subscribe to the channel? And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in another brick in the mall. Until the next time, bye-bye for now.